90 Day Fiancé Season 11 star Alliya de Batista's unconventional gown at her wedding to Sean Finch was inspired by a beloved pop culture icon. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Alliya de Batista and Sean Finch's wedding was by far the most dramatic of 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, but the most startling element of the couple's tense vow exchange was Alliya's unconventional wedding dress. Sean and Alliya planned an intimate but elegant wedding at a breathtaking California vineyard. Although their 90-day journey had been turbulent, they appeared to be on good terms leading up to their big day. The couple was working to overcome the uncertainty surrounding Alliya's transition, and to Sean's relief, Alliya agreed to sign a prenup. Despite a 36-year age gap, they appeared to be navigating the unique dynamics of their relationship. Unfortunately, on the day of their wedding, everything they'd worked so hard for seemed to fall apart. Despite Sean's careful planning, Alliya was 2 hours late to the wedding. Sean, his injured mother, and their guests were forced to wait for her outdoors in 104-degree heat. By the time Alliya arrived, Sean's patience had run out. Although they proceeded with the ceremony, their wedding day was ruined by anger and disappointment. Still, it was not these issues that left viewers talking, but rather, Alliya's unusual choice of wedding dress. Alliya's dress left 90 Day Fiancé viewers scratching their heads. For her wedding to Sean, Alliya chose a dress as unique as the couple's love story. Alliya wore a sheer bridal gown that consisted mostly of nude-colored netting, with intricate beading along the chest and torso. White feathers adorned the wrists and skirt, while underneath, she wore a white thong. Alliya's dress received rampant criticism on social media, especially because her looks are usually on point. Numerous Reddit threads were dedicated to dissecting the look, with one started by u/Taberstheak referring to the dress as, "without a doubt the most hideous wedding dress I have ever seen on the show." Many focused on how inappropriate the revealing outfit was for the setting, particularly her choice of undergarments. u/Xpinkpeonies wrote that Alliya's dress seemed more for the bedroom/after the wedding, not something you'd wear to walk down the aisle. The comments were no better on Instagram, with many fans voicing their disapproval and confusion directly on Alliya's account. Although some mentioned Alliya's natural beauty and typically sharp fashion sense, other comments were not as gentle. The attention inspired Alliya to explain the story behind her wedding dress, which was much deeper than meets the eye. Alliya's wedding dress was a tribute to Cher. Alliya revealed in a detailed video that her dress was the product of a collaboration with Brazilian designer Maison Delary. The dress was handmade specifically for Alliya and inspired by a similar look worn by Cher at the 1974 Met Gala. Cher's dress, which was designed by Bob Mackie, also featured see-through netting, beadwork, and feathers at the trim. Alliya's choice to recreate Cher's dress was not only a nod to an iconic pop culture moment, it was also a tribute to Sean. Sean is a huge Cher fan, and the dress incorporated one of his greatest loves into his wedding. According to Alliya's video, which touched on the couple's 5-year love story while also documenting her conversations with the designer, Sean is passionate about art, antiques, and collecting rare items. Alliya's dress choice reflected her personality. Although Alliya's dress was unconventional, it is a testament to how far she's come in her self-acceptance. Since beginning her transition, Alliya has found her voice. She's now comfortable in her skin and unafraid to be herself. While Sean described her as timid prior to transitioning, Alliya's wedding dress proves she's no longer restricted by society's expectations. As Alliya shared on Instagram, "Every stitch, every bead, every stone tells a part of my story. Here, I express myself freely." Her dress allowed her to stand out, embrace her femininity, and incorporate one of her fiancé's idols. Sean and Alliya's journey has been anything but traditional. Her wedding dress was a visual representation of their unique love story, and it exhibited their refusal to be bound by conventional standards. Sean's reaction to Alliya's dress. Unfortunately, Alliya's wedding day chaos robbed her of the moment she'd always dreamed of. By the time she arrived at the venue, Sean was already on his way out the door. He approached Alliya angrily, ruining her big reveal and making no mention of the look she'd spent hours perfecting. Sean admitted he was unable to put his anger aside and enjoy the moment. He acknowledged that he couldn't even appreciate seeing Alliya's dress despite the enormous amount of time they'd poured into it. This brief mention of overlooking the dress reveals that it was something Sean, too, had eagerly anticipated. Sean later addressed the look on Instagram, writing, "I know it was a miss for the viewers, but it was a hit for the intention/love behind it that I will always be grateful for." Alliya's dress may not have been what 90 Day Fiancé viewers expected, but it perfectly encapsulates her relationship with Sean. The couple refuses to be put into a box, and they do what works for them even if nobody else understands it. The only thing that matters is that Sean and Alliya love the dress, and Alliya's post confirms it's a decision she stands by to this day.